All right, here with women's soccer coach, head coach Joel Bancroft. Joel, just general thoughts on how today's game went.
Yeah, I thought the game was a tale of two halves. Once we go down 1-0 in the dying seconds of that half, it's about what our response is going to be. This is a team that we went to their place last year and they beat us handedly 4-0. They've been pressing this year, not probably off to the start that they wanted, so they had a sense of desperation in their play. But with that being said, I felt like first half, we didn't do what we needed to do. We didn't make the plays that we needed to keep them off the board. And the second half was all us, So when you outshoot a team and you have 6 more minutes of possession and you've got 80 more passes, typically that lends itself to a positive result, but not always. That's the beauty of this game. So, I love the response, but we have to figure out how to put more balls in the back of the net so we don't have to be so perfect. This is the 4th game where we've given up 1 or less goals. And we've gotten some positive results, but we can't expect to shut everyone out. So we just have to take this and improve.
What were your thoughts on Schneider in goal tonight?
I thought she was good. Again, it's an area that we expect a lot because we have a lot. So I thought her decision could have been better in some areas, and we'll look at the video and we'll look to improve that. But she was solid. That first goal is really a byproduct of us giving up a corner kick that we shouldn't. With 45 seconds left, we can't concede that corner. So I'll take a look at the goal and see if we could have marked a little bit better or anything like that, but I thought she had a solid night.
You talk about coming off that first half goal and going into the second half. What do you say to the girls going into that second half to keep their minds on point?
Yeah, it's just about response. That was the word. We've enjoyed three games and even games prior to that where we're either ahead or we're tied, but not behind. And so we're not going to have the luxury of always playing from in front. I wish that was the case, but so we're going to have to deal with adversity. When we get into conference play, these teams are going to ask a lot of questions of us, and we could be down in a game. So we have to figure out how to respond. And I thought to that point, I said the girls had a good response, not a great, because ultimately you got to put one in the back of the net. But the game swung hugely in our favor in the second half, and so that's good. But it's a hollow victory if you don't end up putting some numbers up on that scoreboard ultimately.
So you spoke earlier on how you guys lost 4-0 last year to the Blue Devils, and I was wondering if you guys play, like, you came out very aggressively in the beginning, even if it wasn't a great turnout. Do you guys have a chip on your shoulder for this game, or?
I hope my program has a chip on their shoulder. Being in existence for less than 4 years, taking our knocks during our growth, valuing, defending, we should step into every game with a chip on our shoulder. Do we look at that and say they beat us 4-0 last year and it adds a little extra? Sure. But they deserved to beat us 4-0 last year. They played very well, and we struggled. So we were looking forward to this matchup and just came up a little short.
Final question. You got 2 beatable teams on the road next week. How do you look to prepare for them in the coming weeks?
Yeah, I like your confidence that you say they're beatable teams. They're 2 teams in the top 150. So we as a group will have to deal with a number of things before we get to the field. Going through time zones, travel, recovery, hydration. When you start to expand your kind of geographic footprint, these are things that your staff and your program has to be very good at. So we're going to bring our strength coach with us. We're bringing a little bit deeper of a roster because it's also the first time where we'll play 2 games in 3 days. So the turnaround will be as thin as we have had it against 2 quality opponents. So I think we'll get into our video. I think we'll draw some confidence from this game and kind of work on our final pass and areas that we think we can improve on and just press on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.